Hey, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and you just saw and heard the fabulous Bay Area guitarist Jim Nunally giving this very special Thompson Dreadnought guitar here a workout with a flat pick. And we're going to cycle back to Jim playing the guitar a bit more. But let me tell you about this instrument. This is called the PKT model, and it's a limited edition, limited to just 10 build slots, guitar that is based on a guitar that the late luthier Preston Thompson built in 1983. That particular instrument is fairly early in Preston's career as a builder, but he was already really dialing in sort of his recreations of vintage style dreadnoughts and really kind of refining that voice, which is what he would become so known for, and which is what Thompson Guitars remains to be known for today. It's a very cool guitar. It differs in a few ways from standard Thompson dreadnoughts that are currently being made. As you can tell, it is a nicely appointed instrument. I would almost call it like a style 42, but it's not quite that either. And that is one of the cool things about Thompson Guitars, is that both Preston Thompson and the current team of luthiers have always combined traditional design elements and some modern or original takes on that. And this is an example of that that really shows that this has a long tradition with Thompson Guitars. So it's a dreadnought. It's Indian rosewood back and sides, really gorgeous Indian rosewood, and it has a Sitka spruce top. Most Thompson dreadnoughts have Adirondack tops. This particular guitar that this is modeled after had a Sitka top, so they went with that as well. Gorgeous top, just a little hint of bear claw here in the lower bowed, super nice grain, just a very high quality top. And I already mentioned it has abalone purfling for my style 42 association, but it is paired with maple binding on both the body and the neck, and that already gives it really a much more contemporary and original look than any traditional Martin style would have. We have diamonds and squares in the fingerboard as position markers, black dots in the side as position markers, and I'm very happy to see that they made them black in the maple because that's very easy to see. Sometimes I've seen dots in maple binding that are hard to see in low light, and this is really great to have the contrast of black in the light maple. There is a beautiful center strip in the back of the guitar in red abalone. It is really gorgeous. Also a maple heel cap on the guitar. Waverly tuners. Of course, the Peghead has the volute. And the neck dimension on this guitar, it's got a 1 3/4 inch nut width, so a little bit wider than some dreadnoughts, but not unlike many vintage guitars. The string spacing at the saddle is 2 5/16 of an inch, and the neck shape is what Thompson calls their soft V, and that's exactly what it feels like, just ever so slightly of a hint of a V, but overall somewhat more contemporary feeling neck than I've played on some vintage dreadnoughts. Now, even though the guitar has a Sitka spruce top, the advanced X bracing that Thompson used on this guitar is made with Adirondack spruce, and I've heard people refer to Adirondack bracing as really getting you most of the qualities that you would expect with an Adirondack top. So you get some of that extra headroom and the bigger dynamic range through the use of Adirondack bracing. And of course, the combination of Adirondack bracing and a Sitka spruce top is not something that is unheard of, but it yields sort of its own tonal signature in that way. And I think we could hear when Jim was playing the guitar that it has that really powerful dreadnought voice, but also great clarity, really fun to play big chords. really rich and powerful sounding. And I got a chance to listen to Jim play the guitar off camera a bit, and we were all just really impressed by the warmth and kind of the big dynamics that this guitar has, especially for a guitar that's essentially brand new. Let's see, I think the only details that I have not mentioned yet are that, of course, it has the traditional tortoise dreadnought style pickguard, beautiful abalone rosette. Again, not one that adheres to kind of a traditional dreadnought style, but one that really matches the abalone purfling. Bridge and fingerboard are, of course, made from ebony. We also have ebony bridge pins, and just overall the craftsmanship, the fit and finish and everything like that is on the extremely high level that we found on really all Thompson guitars that we've had come here through the Peghead Nation studio. So really a great guitar, wonderful example both of the quality and construction and materials and everything that the team is building currently, and also sort of paying tribute to an important guitar in Preston Thompson's history by taking this dreadnought that he built in 1983 and recreating it. So in some ways it's like a reissue of one of their own guitars in this very limited capacity that these guitars are going to be available at. So awesome guitar. Definitely check them out if you get a chance. Get in touch with Thompson Guitars to see which dealers these are available at, because as I mentioned, there are only 10 of them each year for now. And let's go out and listen to Jim Nunally play the guitar a bit more, also playing some rhythm on the guitar, so you can really hear that big fat voice that the guitar has. So my name is Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation. If you're seeing this on YouTube, consider coming over to pegheadnation.com, not just for our gear demos, but also all of our lessons, and not just on guitar, but also many other stringed and fretted instruments. And here's Jim Nunally playing the guitar a bit more.